Number 1. This 1971 Chevrolet Nova, offered at $9,800 and located in King William, Virginia, is presented as a very solid and well-kept example that stands out as an honest, road-ready classic rather than a neglected project. Configured as a four-door sedan, it represents a more practical and understated side of the Nova lineup, while still retaining the clean, squared-off styling that defined Chevrolet's compact cars in the early 1970s. The seller notes that the car has had only 2 owners, suggesting long-term care and continuity rather than repeated short-term ownership. Described as running great and looking great, this Nova is positioned as a turnkey driver that can be enjoyed immediately, appealing to buyers who value usability and condition over rarity or high-performance branding. Under the hood, this Nova is powered by the dependable 250 CI inline 6-cylinder engine paired with a Powerglide automatic transmission, a combination well known for its smooth operation and long-term durability. This drivetrain setup emphasizes reliability and ease of maintenance, making it ideal for relaxed cruising, daily use, or extended drives without the complexity often associated with higher performance configurations. The fact that it runs great indicates that the mechanical systems are functioning as intended, reinforcing its status as a usable classic rather than a car that needs immediate mechanical attention. For buyers who appreciate originality and proven engineering, this 6-cylinder Nova offers a straightforward and honest driving experience true to its era. The overall condition of the car is described as very solid, an important point for any classic vehicle of this age. Structural integrity is often the most critical factor when evaluating older cars, and this Nova is presented as being strong in that regard. The exterior is said to look great, suggesting that it has been well cared for cosmetically, whether through preservation, maintenance, or selective updates over time. The seller also mentions that the car has received tons of new parts, indicating ongoing investment and upkeep rather than deferred maintenance. These updates likely contribute to both its appearance and its reliable performance, adding confidence for the next owner. Offered at a clear cash price, with no trades considered, this 1971 Chevrolet Nova is marketed as a straightforward, no-nonsense sale. Its combination of 2-owner history, solid condition, smooth-running 6-cylinder engine, and automatic transmission makes it an appealing option for someone seeking a classic that can be driven and enjoyed right away. As a 4-door Nova, it offers practicality, comfort, and classic Chevrolet character in a package that is often overlooked but increasingly appreciated. This example stands as a clean, honest survivor that delivers vintage appeal without demanding the compromises or uncertainties often associated with unfinished projects. Number 2. This 1944 2-door sedan, offered at $12,000 and located in Cypress, Indiana, is presented as a running and driving pre-war classic that retains the timeless character and road presence that have made these early Fords so enduringly popular. With its clean, flowing body lines and upright stance, the 1940 model year represents one of the most recognizable designs of the era, bridging traditional styling with improved drivability. The seller positions this car honestly as a solid driver rather than a showpiece, emphasizing enjoyment and usability over perfection. Described as a good cruiser, it is clearly intended for someone who wants to get behind the wheel and experience a genuine vintage Ford on the road. Power comes from a traditional flathead V8, an engine that is inseparable from Ford's identity during this period and a major draw for enthusiasts. Equipped with dual exhaust, the car benefits not only from improved breathing, but also from the unmistakable sound that flathead owners value so highly. The seller confirms that the car runs and drives, which is a critical point with vehicles of this age, as it suggests a level of mechanical sorting that allows immediate use. This drivetrain combination delivers an authentic driving experience, prioritizing character, torque, and period-correct feel rather than modern performance metrics. Recent mechanical attention adds further appeal to this sedan as a dependable cruiser. A new radiator has been installed, an important upgrade that directly addresses cooling, one of the most critical concerns for flathead-powered vehicles. In addition, new rear shocks have been fitted, contributing to improved ride quality and stability on the road. These updates indicate ongoing maintenance rather than long-term neglect, reinforcing the impression that this Ford has been kept in usable condition. While not described as fully restored, these key improvements support its role as a car meant to be driven and enjoyed. As a complete, running example offered at a straightforward price, this 1944 two-door sedan represents an accessible entry into pre-war American motoring. Its flathead V8, dual exhaust, and recent mechanical updates combine with its classic body style to create a vehicle that delivers both visual appeal and driving satisfaction. Marketed to serious buyers only, it stands as an honest vintage Ford that can be enjoyed immediately as a weekend cruiser or rolling preservation piece, offering the charm and presence of a true 1940s automobile without the immediate demands of a major restoration. Number 3. This 1967 Chevrolet Camaro, offered at $24,900 and located in Lexington, South Carolina, is presented as a purpose-built street car with a strong emphasis on performance and aggressive hardware rather than factory originality. As a first-year Camaro, it carries one of the most iconic body styles of the muscle car era, and this example has clearly been developed to deliver serious power and attitude. The exterior is highlighted by a fiberglass hinge cowl hood, signaling immediately that this is a car built with performance in mind. Rather than positioning it as a show car or a restoration candidate, the seller makes it clear that this Camaro is a street-driven machine designed to run hard while still being fueled by pump gas. At the heart of this Camaro is a big block 396 cubic inch Chevrolet engine equipped with aluminum heads, providing a strong balance of power and weight reduction over factory iron components. The engine is supported by a Proform carburetor, hooker headers, and an MSD ignition system, a combination well known for delivering reliable performance and strong throttle response. Power is routed through a turbo 400 automatic transmission fitted with a reverse valve body and a trans brake, underscoring the car's drag-oriented setup. This drivetrain configuration is designed for hard launches and consistent performance, making it clear that this Camaro was built with straight-line acceleration as a priority rather than casual cruising alone. The chassis and suspension have been extensively upgraded to handle the increased power and provide proper traction. The rear suspension features ladder bars with coilover shocks, paired with a heavy-duty 9-inch rear end equipped with 4.10 gears and a spool. Moser axles further reinforce the rear drivetrain, ensuring durability under high loads. The car is equipped with four-wheel disc brakes, a significant upgrade that improves stopping power and overall safety. Rolling stock consists of weld wheels, which complement the car's aggressive stance and reinforce its performance-focused identity. Inside, the Camaro continues its race-inspired theme with functional instrumentation and controls tailored to spirited driving. A cheater reverse valve body shifter manages the transmission, while an odometer tachometer and gauges provide clear monitoring of engine vitals. A dedicated switch panel controls ignition, starting, and accessories, giving the interior a purposeful, no-nonsense feel. Adding to its performance arsenal is a CompuCar plate-style nitrous oxide system, offering an additional surge of power when desired. Taken as a whole, this 1967 Chevrolet Camaro represents a well-sorted street-and-strip machine with substantial mechanical investment, blending classic muscle car styling with serious, modernized performance hardware. Number 4. This 1966 Ford Fairlane GTA, offered at $39,500 and located in Camden, North Carolina, is presented as a very clean and well-sorted example that highlights the refined performance image Ford was developing in the mid-1960s. Identified as a Fairlane 500 two-door hardtop, it carries crisp, balanced body lines that give the car a sharp and confident presence without being overly flashy. The seller emphasizes the overall cleanliness of the car for its year, suggesting careful ownership and preservation rather than a tired or heavily worn classic. With an excellent body and a sharp-looking exterior, this Fairlane stands out as a solid, visually appealing muscle Ford that can be enjoyed both on the road and at shows. Power comes from a 289 cubic inch V8, a well-regarded small-block engine known for its smooth power delivery and reliability. Paired with a 4-speed manual transmission, this drivetrain combination delivers an engaging and authentic driving experience that appeals strongly to enthusiasts who value driver involvement. The seller notes that the car runs good, reinforcing that it is mechanically sorted and ready for use rather than requiring immediate attention. This setup captures the spirit of mid-1960s performance, offering a balance between everyday drivability and classic V8 character. The exterior presentation benefits from new wheels and tires, which not only enhance the stance of the car, but also contribute to a confident and updated road feel. The body is described as excellent, with straight panels and an overall shape that remains crisp and well-defined, reflecting careful upkeep over the years. The hardtop configuration adds to the car's sleek profile, while the sharp exterior appearance suggests a vehicle that has either been well restored or exceptionally preserved. These attributes combine to give the Fairlane a strong visual impact without detracting from its period-correct charm. Inside, the Fairlane is described as being in perfect condition, a notable claim for a car of this age and an important factor for overall value and enjoyment. A clean, intact interior greatly enhances the driving experience and reduces the need for costly restoration work. The seller also states that everything works on the car, pointing to functional gauges, controls, and accessories that further support its ready-to-drive status. As a complete, running, and exceptionally clean 1966 Ford Fairlane GTA-style hardtop with a manual transmission, this example represents a high-quality classic that blends condition, performance, and originality into a compelling package. Number 5. This 1964 Chevrolet Malibu SS, offered at $32,500 and located in Franklin, North Carolina, is presented as a well-equipped and highly desirable mid-1960s muscle Chevrolet that blends classic supersport styling with serious big block performance. Finished in silver with a red interior, this Malibu SS delivers a striking and period-correct color combination that highlights the clean lines of the early A-body platform. Shown by prior appointment only, the car is positioned as a properly sorted and cared-for example rather than a casual project or unfinished build. Its overall presentation suggests a vehicle intended to be enjoyed immediately, appealing to buyers looking for a turnkey classic with strong visual and mechanical appeal. Under the hood sits a powerful 454 cubic inch V8, a significant upgrade that transforms this Malibu SS into a true high-performance street machine. Paired with a 4-speed Muncie manual transmission, the drivetrain offers an engaging and aggressive driving experience that captures the raw character enthusiasts seek in a classic muscle car. The combination of big block torque and a manual gearbox delivers strong acceleration and an unmistakable presence on the road, while still maintaining the traditional feel of a 1960s Chevrolet. With 8 cylinders and a properly matched drivetrain, this Malibu SS stands well beyond stock performance expectations for the model year. The car is further enhanced with thoughtful comfort and drivability upgrades that make it more enjoyable in modern driving conditions. Vintage air conditioning provides effective climate control without compromising the car's classic appearance, while power steering and power brakes add ease of operation and improve control. These features make the car far more user-friendly for longer drives or regular cruising, bridging the gap between classic muscle and modern convenience. Rather than detracting from its character, these upgrades enhance its usability while preserving its vintage identity. Inside, the red interior complements the exterior color beautifully, reinforcing the supersport image and creating a bold, cohesive presentation. The 4-speed manual setup adds to the cockpit's purposeful feel, emphasizing the driver-focused nature of the car. With its strong mechanical specification, desirable options, and ready-to-enjoy condition, this 1964 Chevrolet Malibu SS represents a well-balanced classic that delivers both performance and comfort. It stands as a compelling example for enthusiasts seeking a big block, manual transmission Chevrolet that can be driven and appreciated without immediate additional work. Number 6. This 1965 Rambler Ambassador, offered at $6,000 and located in Mauritius, New York, is presented as a highly original and well-preserved example that reflects careful long-term ownership and responsible maintenance. Notably described as a one-owner car, it carries a level of provenance that is increasingly rare for vehicles of this age. With just 61,000 miles indicated, this Ambassador appears to have been used sparingly and thoughtfully over the years rather than subjected to heavy daily use. The seller emphasizes that the car was always garaged, reinforcing the impression of preservation and protection from the elements throughout its life. Mechanically, this Rambler Ambassador is described as running and driving excellent, suggesting that it is not merely a static survivor, but a fully functional classic ready for regular enjoyment. Recent maintenance includes a new radiator, new brakes, and a new master cylinder, all of which are critical systems for both reliability and safety. These updates indicate that the car has been kept in proper operating condition rather than deferred or neglected, making it a more confidence-inspiring purchase. The overall description points to a vehicle that has benefited from consistent care and attention, aligning well with its low-mileage, single-owner history. From a structural and cosmetic standpoint, the emphasis on always being garaged suggests a body and interior that have avoided the worst effects of long-term exposure. While the seller does not list detailed cosmetic specifics, the overall tone implies a car that remains presentable and honest, reflecting its age without being worn out. As a full-size Rambler, the Ambassador offers substantial interior space and a smooth, comfortable ride, traits that made these cars popular when new and still appealing today for relaxed cruising and touring. Offered as is at a very accessible price point, this 1965 Rambler Ambassador represents a unique opportunity to own a well-maintained, one-owner American classic with documented care and low mileage. Its ability to run and drive excellently, combined with recent mechanical work and a lifetime of garage storage, makes it an appealing choice for collectors and enthusiasts who value originality and usability over high-performance modifications. This Ambassador stands as an honest survivor that can be enjoyed immediately while preserving its distinctive mid-1960s character. Number 7. This 1967 Chevrolet Nova base model, offered at $27,000 and located in Robson, West Virginia, is presented as a solid Southern car that blends classic second-generation Chevy 2 styling with practical performance upgrades. Described as a pretty and honest driver, this Nova benefits from its Southern origins, which often translate to better overall structural condition compared to cars from harsher climates. The seller emphasizes that the car runs and drives and is offered with a clear title, positioning it as a usable classic rather than a stalled project. While the paint is noted as not being perfect, it is described as decent, framing any cosmetic imperfections as minor and consistent with a car meant to be driven and enjoyed. Under the hood, the car is currently equipped with a 350 cubic inch small block Chevrolet engine paired with a 700 R4 automatic transmission, a popular combination that delivers improved performance along with the advantage of overdrive for more relaxed highway cruising. This drivetrain setup makes the Nova more versatile and comfortable for modern driving conditions while still retaining traditional V8 character. The seller also includes the original 283 cubic inch engine and Powerglide transmission, both of which are said to need rebuilding, providing the next owner with the option to return the car to a more period-correct configuration if originality is a priority. The overall condition of the car is described as solid, reinforcing the impression of a strong body and foundation. As a base model Chevy 2, this Nova offers a clean, understated appearance that many enthusiasts prefer for either cruising or further customization. The fact that it is already running and driving means the next owner can focus on incremental improvements or simply enjoy the car, as is without the immediate need for major mechanical work. The combination of decent paint and solid structure suggests a car that presents well at a distance and holds up to regular use. With its mix of upgraded drivetrain components and included original parts, this 1967 Chevrolet Nova offers flexibility that adds to its appeal. It can be enjoyed immediately in its current configuration, benefiting from the power and drivability of the 350 and 700R4, or gradually transformed into a more stock-style restoration using the original components. Priced at $27,000 and offered with clear paperwork, this Nova represents a balanced package for buyers seeking a classic Chevrolet with strong bones, proven usability, and multiple paths for future ownership. Number 8. This 1969 Chrysler Newport base post car, offered at $6,500 and located in Mount Morris, Michigan, is presented as a solid and largely unmolested full-size classic that represents a rarely seen segment of late 1960s American automobiles. Described as a rust-free vehicle originally from out west, it benefits greatly from a dry climate history that has helped preserve its body and structural integrity, a critical factor for cars of this size and age. As a post car, it carries a more formal and utilitarian appearance compared to hardtop models, giving it a distinctive character that stands out both on the road and at shows. The seller is clear in setting expectations, noting that this is a 50-year-old car that is not perfect, but one that remains honest, complete, and increasingly uncommon in today's market. Powering this Newport is a 383 cubic inch V8, an engine well known for delivering strong torque and effortless cruising performance, especially in Chrysler's full-size platforms. Paired with a 727 automatic transmission that has just been rebuilt, the drivetrain offers both power and reliability, making the car well-suited for regular driving rather than occasional short outings. The seller notes that the car runs great and has plenty of power for such a large vehicle, reinforcing the appeal of the big block Chrysler combination. Additional mechanical attention includes recently replaced spark plugs and a newer exhaust system, further supporting the impression of a car that has been maintained with drivability in mind rather than left idle or neglected. Inside, the Newport retains a very basic and straightforward interior layout consistent with its base model roots. Yet recent work has significantly refreshed its presentation. New interior carpeting has been installed, and the front seat has been rebuilt and is described as looking like new, a meaningful improvement for comfort and overall appearance. These updates help balance the car's honest, original character with a level of refinement that makes it more enjoyable to drive and show. While it does need a turn signal switch, this is presented as a minor issue rather than a major flaw, and it does little to detract from the car's overall usability and integrity. Overall, this 1969 Chrysler Newport stands out as a solid, rust-free survivor that offers a combination of originality, mechanical investment, and strong road presence at a very accessible price point. The seller notes that the car draws plenty of attention at shows, a testament to how rarely these large, unmodified post cars are seen today. Offered only because the seller is moving on to another project, the car is available to reasonable offers, reinforcing a straightforward and realistic approach to the sale. As an honest, powerful, and increasingly uncommon example of a late 1960s full-size Chrysler, this Newport offers character and value that are becoming harder to find. Number 9. This 1961 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $7,800 and located in Yonkers, New York, is presented as a strong-running and tastefully customized full-size classic that blends early 1960s Chevrolet styling with reliable, modernized drivetrain components. As one of the most recognizable and celebrated designs of the era, the 1961 Impala is admired for its clean, sculpted lines and balanced proportions, and this example adds subtle custom touches that give it a distinctive presence. The shaved door handles contribute to a smoother, cleaner exterior appearance, hinting at a mild custom approach rather than a factory-correct restoration. The seller emphasizes drivability and overall performance, positioning this Impala as a car meant to be driven and enjoyed rather than stored away. Under the hood, the Impala is powered by a 350 cubic inch V8 fitted with a 4-barrel carburetor, providing a noticeable upgrade in power and responsiveness over original engine options. This engine is paired with a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a well-proven and durable combination that offers smooth shifting and easy serviceability. The seller states that the car runs and drives amazing, with no leaks and no unusual noises, a critical reassurance for buyers considering a classic vehicle. Dual exhaust further enhances both performance and sound, giving the car a deeper, more authoritative tone that complements its full-size, muscle-era character. From a mechanical and usability standpoint, this Impala is presented as being in solid operating condition, ready for immediate use. The absence of leaks or concerning noises suggests that the engine and transmission have been properly installed and sorted, reducing the likelihood of immediate repair needs. While the car features custom exterior modifications, it remains straightforward and functional, making it suitable for cruising, local shows, or weekend enjoyment. The seller also notes that the side skirts are included and currently stored in the trunk, allowing the next owner the option to install them or keep the car in its current configuration. Overall, this 1961 Chevrolet Impala represents an affordable and distinctive entry into early 1960s full-size Chevrolet ownership, offering upgraded V8 power, dependable automatic transmission performance, and subtle custom styling in a package designed to be driven and appreciated. Number 10. This 1959 Lincoln Continental Mark V two-door coupe, offered at $16,000 and located in Salem, New Hampshire, is presented as a rare and imposing example of late 1950s American luxury at its most ambitious. With only 1,736 units produced, the Mark V stands apart as a low-production flagship model that embodies Lincoln's bold design language and premium engineering of the era. Its long, dramatic lines, distinctive roof profile, and substantial presence make it instantly recognizable and increasingly sought after by collectors. The seller positions the car as a serious offering rather than a casual project, emphasizing both its rarity and the extensive mechanical work that has already been completed. Power comes from the original 430 cubic inch Lincoln V8, a massive and smooth-running engine designed to move this large luxury coupe with effortless authority. The drivetrain has been rebuilt and dyno-tested, providing reassurance that the car's mechanical heart has been properly refreshed and validated rather than merely reassembled. Paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission, the car delivers the kind of relaxed, torque-rich experience that defined high-end American automobiles of the period. Retaining its original drivetrain adds significant appeal for purists and collectors who value authenticity alongside mechanical reliability. Beyond the engine and transmission, the seller notes that every suspension component has been replaced and redone, a major investment that directly affects ride quality, handling, and overall safety. For a vehicle of this size and weight, a fully refreshed suspension is especially important and suggests that the car has been brought back to proper driving condition rather than left with tired, worn components. This level of undercarriage work indicates a focus on making the car drive as well as it presents, reinforcing its suitability for regular use, touring, or show appearances. Offered at a negotiable price with best reasonable offers considered, this Mark V is currently registered and comes with a New Hampshire title, simplifying the transfer process for the next owner. The seller notes that trades would only be considered for an enclosed trailer, underscoring a straightforward and focused sale. As a rare production 1959 Lincoln Continental Mark V, with its original drivetrain rebuilt and suspension fully renewed, this example represents a compelling blend of exclusivity, luxury, and mechanical investment, making it an increasingly uncommon opportunity in the world of late 1950s American classics. Number 11. This 1969 Chevrolet Nova SS, offered at $30,000 and located in Shelby Township, Michigan, is presented as a highly developed muscle-era street car that combines classic super sport appeal with extensive modern performance upgrades. As one of the most aggressive-looking compact muscle cars of its time, the 1969 Nova SS is already a desirable platform, and this example has been clearly built with both power and drivability in mind. The seller emphasizes the car's recent mechanical investment and supporting documentation, positioning it as a sorted and thoughtfully assembled vehicle rather than an unfinished or speculative build. With its strong stance, SS identity, and upgraded hardware throughout, this Nova is aimed squarely at enthusiasts seeking performance they can actually use and enjoy. At the center of the build is a new 383 cubic inch stroker engine with only 1,800 miles since installation, delivering a substantial increase in torque and horsepower over stock configurations. The engine is topped with a high-rise custom intake and fed by dual 850 Holley carburetors, a setup that signals serious airflow and performance potential while giving the engine bay an unmistakably aggressive appearance. Power is sent through a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a proven and durable unit well suited for high-performance street applications. Out back, a 4.10 rear end provides strong acceleration and quick response, reinforcing the car's muscle-focused character and making it especially lively off the line. Supporting the drivetrain is a fully refreshed front end, which the seller notes is entirely brand new. This is a significant upgrade that improves steering precision, suspension response, and overall road feel, particularly important in a high-powered Nova. New tires further enhance traction and stability, ensuring that the car's power can be put to the pavement with confidence. These mechanical updates suggest that attention was paid not only to straight-line speed, but also to overall driving quality and safety, resulting in a more complete and confidence-inspiring package. Inside, the Nova benefits from a brand-new stereo system equipped with Bluetooth, adding modern convenience without detracting from the car's classic muscle car identity. This upgrade makes the car more enjoyable for regular cruising and longer drives, blending vintage performance with contemporary usability. The seller also states that all paperwork and receipts are included, providing transparency and documentation for the extensive work performed, an important factor for value and peace of mind. Taken as a whole, this 1969 Chevrolet Nova SS represents a well-documented, freshly built, stroker-powered muscle car that delivers classic looks, modernized performance, and a level of readiness that allows the next owner to enjoy it immediately. Number 12. This 1974 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, offered at $16,500 and located in Fort Washington, Maryland, is presented as a well-preserved example of one of Cadillac's most luxurious and distinctive open-top cars of the 1970s. As a front-wheel drive, personal luxury convertible, the Eldorado occupied a unique position in the American automotive landscape, combining imposing size with refined ride quality and unmistakable styling. The seller describes the car as being in great condition and largely original, positioning it as a classic that has retained its authentic character rather than being heavily modified or restored beyond recognition. With its reputation as one of the last great full-size American convertibles of the era, this Eldorado carries both presence and historical significance. Power comes from Cadillac's legendary 500 cubic inch V8, an engine renowned for its massive torque and smooth, effortless delivery rather than high-revving performance. This big-block power plant is well suited to the Eldorado's role as a relaxed cruiser, moving the large convertible with ease and quiet authority. The seller notes that the car runs great, reinforcing its readiness for regular driving and enjoyment. As expected for a Cadillac of this class, the car is equipped with power windows, and all of them are confirmed to be working properly, adding to the sense that the vehicle's luxury features have been maintained rather than ignored. The convertible top has been recently replaced, a significant and often costly update that greatly enhances both appearance and functionality. The seller notes that the power top system needs fluid, indicating a relatively minor service item rather than a major defect. Similarly, the power steering and brake systems are noted as needing fluid, suggesting straightforward maintenance tasks rather than mechanical failures. These disclosures help set realistic expectations while reinforcing the impression of an honest and transparent sale. The overall condition is described as original, which will appeal to buyers who value factory presentation and period-correct details inside and out. This Eldorado reflects the comfort-focused philosophy that defined Cadillac during the 1970s. Original Cadillac floor mats are included, adding to the car's authenticity and collectible appeal. Taken as a whole, this 1974 Cadillac Eldorado convertible offers a compelling blend of originality, luxury, and drivability at an accessible price point. With its massive 500 cubic inch engine, functioning power accessories, new convertible top, and classic Cadillac presence, it stands as a strong candidate for anyone seeking a true American luxury cruiser that can be enjoyed immediately while preserving its vintage character. Number 13. This 1955 Chevrolet 210 sedan, offered at $40,000 and located in Rocky Mount, Virginia, is presented as a very clean and freshly built example of one of the most iconic Tri-5 Chevrolets ever produced. Finished in white with a contrasting black roof, the car delivers a timeless and highly desirable color combination that perfectly suits the sharp lines and classic proportions of the 1955 model year. The seller emphasizes that this is a very nice car rather than a rough project, positioning it as a completed build that is ready to be enjoyed immediately. Having spent most of its life as an Alabama car, it benefits from a favorable climate history, which is often reflected in better long-term structural preservation and overall condition. One of the most significant highlights of the Chevrolet 210 is that it retains its original floors and braces, a major selling point for any Tri-5 sedan. Original structural components are increasingly difficult to find in this condition and add considerable value and credibility to the build. The fact that these key areas remain intact suggests a solid, unmolested foundation rather than a car that required extensive patchwork or replacement panels. This strong base allows the fresh build to stand on genuine originality where it matters most, reinforcing the car's appeal to buyers who understand the importance of structural integrity in classic Chevrolets. Power comes from a 265 cubic inch V8 paired with a Power Glide automatic transmission, a drivetrain combination that is period correct and well suited to the relaxed cruising nature of a 1955 Chevrolet. While not built as an all-out performance car, this setup offers smooth operation, dependable power, and an authentic mid-1950s driving experience. The seller notes that the car looks slick and runs as it should, further supporting its status as a finished vehicle rather than a collection of parts. With tons of new parts used in the build, the car reflects significant recent investment aimed at reliability, presentation, and enjoyment. Inside, the Chevrolet features a leather interior, adding an upscale touch while still respecting the car's classic character. The interior presentation complements the exterior nicely, creating a cohesive and refined overall appearance. The seller mentions that many photos are available upon request, suggesting confidence in the quality of the work and the condition of the car from all angles. As a freshly built 1955 Chevrolet 210 sedan with original floors, a clean Southern history, classic V8 power, and strong visual appeal, this example stands as a high-quality Tri-5 that offers both authenticity and immediate enjoyment for the next owner. Number 14. This 1967 Ford Mustang, offered at $10,000 and located in Hesville, Virginia, is presented as a partially restored classic that provides a solid foundation for completion while already benefiting from substantial recent work. Described as approximately 75% restored, the car is positioned as an active project that has progressed well beyond the early and most labor-intensive stages. As a first-generation Mustang, it carries one of the most recognizable silhouettes in American automotive history, and this example offers an opportunity to step into ownership at a more accessible price point compared to fully finished cars. The seller is clear that the vehicle is being sold as is, reinforcing a straightforward and transparent approach to the sale. A significant amount of restoration work has already been completed in the interior and driver interface areas. The car features a new headliner, new instrument panels, new carpeting, new seat belts, and a new steering wheel, all of which contribute to a refreshed and more comfortable cabin environment. In addition, new rims and tires are included, though the seller notes that they have never been installed on the vehicle. These updates represent a meaningful investment in both appearance and safety, reducing the workload and expense for the next owner as the restoration continues. Mechanically, the Mustang is described as running very well, an important factor for a project car at this stage. Having a vehicle that starts, runs, and drives reliably allows the next owner to focus on remaining cosmetic or detail-oriented tasks, rather than immediately addressing major mechanical issues. While the listing does not detail the remaining work needed, the description suggests that the car is well on its way to completion. The seller discloses that the vehicle carries a salvage title, an important consideration that is presented openly rather than omitted. Offered at $10,000 as is, this 1967 Ford Mustang represents a realistic and approachable entry into classic Mustang ownership, combining strong progress, recent upgrades, and good running condition with the flexibility for the next owner to complete and personalize the restoration. Number 15. This 1969 Chevrolet Camaro RS/SS X22, offered at $75,000 and located in Myerstown, Pennsylvania, is presented as an exceptionally well-built, turnkey race-focused machine that represents the upper tier of first-generation Camaro performance builds. As a genuine RS/SS X22 car, it already carries strong pedigree. However, this example goes far beyond factory specifications with a professionally constructed chassis and competition-proven setup built by March's Pro Cars. The chassis is certified to 7.50 seconds with a 25.5 specification, featuring a firewall-back Moly round tube design, while still retaining the stock front frame rails. The car is titled with a clean Pennsylvania title in the seller's name, reinforcing that despite its extreme capability, it remains a properly documented and complete vehicle rather than a track-only shell. From a structural and weight standpoint, this Camaro is engineered with serious intent. With a stated weight of 2,680 pounds without the driver, it reflects extensive attention to material choice and layout efficiency. The car has proven itself in competition, having run in the 8.50 index, and is described by the seller as being as nice as they come, both in build quality and execution. Power comes from a Sunset-built 598 cubic inch engine with 20-degree heads, an extremely serious power plant that underscores the no-expense spare nature of the build. The engine has approximately 115 runs since new and has never been refreshed, a testament to both its quality and proper operation. The drivetrain includes a Powerglide transmission housed in a reed case with a trans brake, paired with a spragless torque converter and a PST carbon fiber drive shaft. The rear of the car is anchored by a strange 9-inch rear end with an ultra case and heavy-duty Moser-style components, along with race-grade braking hardware, including Mark Williams rear brakes and Wilwood front brakes. A 4-link rear suspension with strain shocks allows for precise tuning and repeatable performance. The car is also equipped with modern race electronics, including a 16-volt Braille battery, raceback data system, arc wiring, and a dedicated switch panel, all integrated cleanly and professionally. Offered at $75,000 as a complete turnkey car and explicitly not as a roller, with no trades considered under any circumstances, this 1969 Camaro represents a rare opportunity to acquire a fully sorted competition-ready RS/SS X22 that has already proven itself on track and is ready to continue doing so at the highest level. Number 16. This 1964 Buick Skylark, offered at $17,000 and located in Chesapeake, Virginia, is presented as a highly ambitious one-off custom build that dramatically reimagines the classic A-body Buick into a modernized shore-oriented street machine. Rather than following a factory restoration path, this Skylark has been extensively modified with a strong emphasis on smooth body lines, contemporary styling cues, and integrated custom fabrication throughout. The front end has been fully molded to eliminate the traditional bumper, featuring a custom grille with parking and signal lights masterfully mounted behind it, along with seamless fenders that create a clean, uninterrupted appearance. A custom hood incorporating sculpted hood scoop profiles further reinforces the car's aggressive and individualized character. The exterior customization continues with significant structural and visual enhancements that set this Skylark far apart from stock examples. A panoramic moonroof has been integrated, and the roofline has been lowered by approximately 3 inches, giving the car a sleeker, more modern profile without sacrificing its classic proportions. At the rear, a removable custom scoop adds versatility to the design, while a molded rear bumper incorporates 1968 Cadillac taillights for a distinctive and upscale look. Shaved door handles and locks contribute to the smooth body aesthetic, with a pop-lock system installed to maintain functionality. Custom mirrors with integrated turn signal indicators, a third brake light for added safety, and a custom-lined trunk complete an exterior package that reflects countless hours of fabrication and attention to detail. Under the hood, the car is powered by a rebuilt 5.7-liter twin-port injection V8 source from a 1991 Chevrolet Camaro, blending modern fuel-injected reliability with classic muscle car presence. The engine bay has been thoughtfully detailed, featuring a custom spark plug wire loom for improved organization and appearance, along with a new fuel tank designed specifically to support the TPI system. A painless performance engine wiring harness has been installed to ensure clean, dependable electrical connections, while custom headers improve exhaust flow. Suspension upgrades include Global West tubular upper control arms, a rebuilt front steering linkage, performance sway bars, and UMI performance components throughout, including upgraded springs and rear control arms. Four-wheel disc brakes provide improved stopping power, while the interior features a fully custom design with power windows, an integrated sound system, and glow shift gauges for advanced monitoring. The seller notes that the project was started with great enthusiasm, but was paused due to significant personal events, leaving the car unfinished and currently needing a front-end alignment and a complete exhaust system to be fully roadworthy. As it sits, this Skylark represents a rare opportunity for a buyer to acquire an extensively customized, professionally thought-out build at a fraction of the cost required to replicate it, with the remaining work offering the chance to complete and personalize an already exceptional one-off classic. Number 17. This 1964 Chevrolet Nova SS, offered at $32,500 and located in Bishopville, Maryland, is presented as a strong-performing and tastefully upgraded early Nova that blends compact muscle car styling with a well-matched, high-output drivetrain. As an SS model, it carries added desirability within the first-generation Nova lineup, and this example is positioned as a finished, road-ready car rather than a restoration project. The seller highlights the performance specifications rather than cosmetic concerns, suggesting a car built to deliver driving excitement while still maintaining its classic mid-1960s Chevrolet identity. Powering this Nova SS is a 355 cubic inch small-block Chevrolet engine rated at approximately 365 horsepower, a significant step up from factory offerings and a configuration well known for its balance of street manners and strong acceleration. The engine is equipped with a 287-305 camshaft, a popular choice that provides a noticeable performance increase while still retaining reasonable drivability for street use. This combination gives the car a more aggressive idle and improved mid-range power without making it impractical for regular cruising. The engine's output and specification indicate a thoughtfully assembled performance build rather than an overcammed or mismatched setup. The engine is backed by a turbo 353-speed automatic transmission, a proven and durable unit that complements the small block's power characteristics and allows for smooth yet responsive operation. Power is delivered to a 12-bolt rear end fitted with 3.73 positive traction gears, a performance-oriented ratio that enhances off-the-line acceleration and overall responsiveness. This drivetrain combination reflects a clear focus on straight-line performance and spirited driving, making the car well-suited for weekend cruising, local shows, or occasional track outings. Overall, this 1964 Chevrolet Nova SS represents a compact muscle car with serious performance credentials packed into a clean and desirable early Nova platform. Its upgraded small-block engine, strong automatic transmission, and properly geared limited-slip rear end create a cohesive and engaging driving package. Offered at $32,500, this Nova SS appeals to enthusiasts seeking a classic Chevrolet that delivers both visual appeal and authentic muscle car performance in a manageable and increasingly collectible size. Number 18. This 1963 1/2 Ford Galaxie 500 Fastback, offered at $30,000 and located in Dawsonville, Georgia, is presented as a remarkable barn-find survivor with deep documentation and a compelling preservation story. Built in Atlanta and originally sold through Gainesville Ford, this Galaxy spent more than 30 years stored in a barn, emerging as an exceptionally honest example that retains its original paint and factory character. The fastback body style from the mid-year 1963 production run is among the most desirable Galaxy configurations, prized for its sleek roofline and competition-inspired profile. The seller emphasizes its authenticity and provenance, including the original dealership invoice, which adds meaningful historical value and credibility rarely seen with cars of this era. Power comes from a 390 cubic inch Ford V 8 paired with a Cruise-O-Matic automatic transmission, delivering the smooth torque performance that made full-size Fords of the early 1960s such capable highway cruisers. Extensive mechanical refreshing has been completed to ensure reliability while preserving originality, including replacement of all engine gaskets and seals, a new oil pump, water pump, and thermostat, along with a transmission filter service. Notably, the car retains its factory Ford aluminum intake manifold that is correctly date-coded to 1963, and the original intake is also included, further reinforcing the car's authenticity. A new 2.5-inch exhaust system fitted with MagnaFlow mufflers enhances drivability and sound without compromising the car's period-correct demeanor. The condition of the body and structure is a standout feature, with the seller explicitly stating that the car has no rust, an extraordinary claim for a full-size Ford of this age and storage history. The original paint remains in place, allowing the car to present as a true survivor rather than a refinished restoration, complete with character and patina that collectors increasingly value. Additional thoughtful updates have been made to improve usability while respecting originality, including the installation of front seat belts for safety, a new trunk floor mat, and confirmation that the dash lights are fully functional. The car still includes its original steel wheels fitted with vintage 1978 Sears tires, underscoring how complete and untouched the overall package remains. Inside, the interior largely reflects its original state, with the exception of the rear seat, which was redone due to rodent damage sustained during long-term storage. This necessary repair was handled to maintain comfort and presentation, while keeping the rest of the cabin true to its factory appearance. On the road, the seller notes that the car drives well and comfortably keeps up with traffic on Georgia 400, highlighting its readiness for real-world use rather than static display. Offered at $30,000 or best reasonable offer, with a potential trade considered, this 1963 1/2 Ford Galaxy 500 Fastback stands as a rare combination of documented history, rust-free preservation, original paint, and mechanical readiness, making it a highly compelling survivor from one of Ford's most iconic full-size performance eras. Number 19. This 1966 Chevrolet Chevy 2 Nova SS, offered at $77,500 and located in Louisville, Kentucky, is presented as an exceptionally rare and highly documented supersport example that stands firmly in survivor territory rather than restoration or modification. Identified as a genuine SS with a correct 118 VIN designation, this Nova carries a level of authenticity that is increasingly difficult to find in today's market. With just 6,998 actual miles, the car is described as having an extensive paperwork trail that verifies both ownership history and mileage dating back to approximately 4,000 miles, adding substantial credibility and collector value. The seller makes it clear that this car spent the majority of its life preserved in private collections rather than being driven regularly, which explains its extraordinary overall condition. A significant portion of the exterior paint is stated to be original, reinforcing the car's survivor status and allowing it to present with the kind of honest, factory-applied finish that collectors prize far more than modern repaint work. The interior is described as 100% original, an especially impressive claim for a mid-1960s compact muscle car, and one that speaks to careful storage and minimal exposure to wear over nearly 6 decades. Under the hood, The car also remains very original in appearance and configuration, preserving the correct look and feel of a factory SS engine bay. While the car no longer retains its original engine or transmission, this is disclosed transparently and does little to diminish the car's historical significance given the originality retained elsewhere. Adding further to its appeal, this Nova is an original California car, a detail that often carries major weight with knowledgeable buyers. The underside of the vehicle is described as absolutely breathtaking, suggesting exceptional preservation with clean floors, factory finishes, and hardware that reflect long-term dry climate storage. It still wears its original California black and gold license plates, which were reportedly registered through 2014, providing a rare visual confirmation of its long-term California history. Included with the car are copies of documentation and paperwork from several previous owners, further strengthening its provenance and making it a serious candidate for high-end collectors who value history and verification as much as visual condition. This is not a typical restored Nova SS built for performance or casual cruising, but rather a historically significant example preserved in a remarkably original state. As a low-mileage, documented real 1966 Chevrolet Chevy 2 Nova SS with deep California roots and extensive supporting records, this car represents a rare opportunity to acquire a true benchmark survivor that stands apart even among other high-end Nova SS offerings. Number 20. This 1964 Ford Galaxy 500, offered at $1,200 and located in Stanfield, North Carolina, is presented as a complete full-size classic project that offers an increasingly rare opportunity to acquire an early 1960s Ford at a very accessible entry point. As a Galaxy 500, it represents Ford's popular large car platform of the era, known for its bold styling, wide stance, and comfortable proportions. The seller is clear in positioning this car as a project rather than a driver, setting realistic expectations and emphasizing completeness as one of its key strengths for buyers seeking a restoration candidate or a long-term build. The car is described as complete, an important factor when considering a vehicle in this condition. Having the majority of its components present can significantly reduce the time, expense, and frustration involved in sourcing hard-to-find parts later in the restoration process. While specific drivetrain details are not provided, the emphasis on completeness suggests that the car retains its core mechanical and trim components, making it a more viable candidate for revival rather than a stripped shell. This completeness also allows a future owner to decide whether to pursue a factory-style restoration, a mild custom, or even a period-correct cruiser build. From a structural standpoint, the seller notes that the car will need floor pans and trunk pans repaired, a common issue for full-size cars of this era, and an important disclosure for transparency. While this work represents a significant part of any restoration effort, it is also a well-understood and manageable process for experienced builders, especially when the purchase price reflects these needs. The seller explicitly states that the car is not being parted out, reinforcing that it is intended to be sold as a complete project. It is also disclosed that the vehicle does not come with a title, a critical consideration that will influence its value and the buyer's plans. This factor makes the car best suited for buyers familiar with local title laws, builders planning a track, custom, or off-road use, or those willing to navigate the title acquisition process where possible. Offered at $1,200, this 1964 Ford Galaxy 500 stands as a budget-friendly project with honest disclosures, providing an opportunity for the right buyer to bring a classic full-size Ford back to life or use it as the foundation for a creative and personalized build. That's a wrap on today's video, featuring 20 cheap classic cars you can find on the marketplace. Thanks for watching. If this video sparked your interest, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars, and don't forget to share it with your fellow classic car fans out there.